Hey guys, Raw Food Writer here. I'm just outside relaxing, getting some fresh air, doing some meditating, trying to bring myself back, get myself right. Been super busy lately, work and school. Not necessarily a bad thing. I really am enjoying some of the classes that I'm taking. For those of you who've been following me for some time, you know that I'm currently enrolled in a Master's of Education in a health education program. So one of the classes that I've taken this past summer has been a meditation course, and it's really been very beneficial to me. I feel like it's helped me to be able to bring myself back into the moment. For those of you who may be dealing with some anxiety issues, it can actually help with that. It helps you to bring yourself within and just recenter yourself so that you can deal with anything that you're going through. Just because when you take yourself within, nothing can hurt you. Nobody can. It's almost like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost like sticks and stones, right? Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. So it's almost like that. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you're enjoying your summer. I know I am. My brother's actually getting married pretty soon, so in a few weeks I'll be his best man. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. I actually have to go get fitted for my tuxedo. So it should be good stuff. But I actually wanted to share with you guys the short found poem that we made. We each made one in one of the classes that I took, in that meditation class. And it's called a found poem because we each picked a sentence or two from any one of the readings throughout the semester that we felt really attached to, that really resonated with us, and we each took turns reading that. And then out of the scripts that we each read, we were to take from those sentences and write down a few words, or you could write the whole thing, or take most of it and tweak the words a little bit, and basically from those excerpts you can create your own poem from what each person says, and then it becomes its own entity. So that's what I have here for y'all today. And alright, here we go. It's called A Bit More Mindful. A tiny bit more mindful. Graduate study socialize. Talk about language and the path of possibilities. What I wish to be. A lamenting beast or the silence within. A great treasure, like a lotus born out of the mud. A moment in happiness. I also wanted to share with you guys some books. I just picked this one up. Savor, Mindful Eating, Mindful Life by Thich Nhat Hanh and Dr. Lillian Chung, I believe. So I haven't read it yet. I'm actually going to be doing a book report on this for my final project towards my meditation class. So the best thing that I took out of that meditation class is it helped me narrow down my focus for what direction I want my professional career related to health to go in. And I discovered the concept of mindful eating. So I've just sort of taken that and run with it, and I'm pretty excited. Another similar book is this one right here, Eating Mindfully, the second edition by Susan Albers. So she's got a doctorate in psychology, and also it's How to End Mindless Eating and Enjoy a Balanced Relationship with Food. So it's also a very helpful book. I have read that one, and it encompasses people with wide varieties of eating disorders, all the way from just minor things oh, I wish I could lose 5 pounds, all the way up to severe obesity. It just talks about a whole bunch of different scenarios, and it relates it to like the average person on the reading level, and then also just on that it applies to everybody. But anyway, I just wanted to share that, and I recommend them highly if you're somebody you think you might be interested in mindful eating. Those two books, they're definitely very good sources. It's a fairly new concept in the field of health, mindful eating. There's not a whole lot of studies done, or at least up until about the last 2, 3, maybe 5 years at most. There really hasn't been a whole lot of studies up until really just the past couple years or so that there's started to be a lot more. There's this other one that I researched. They actually created a spoon that it would, somehow the spoon knew, like if you were sitting there chowing down in front of the television, it knew if you were paying more attention to the TV screen than your actual food in front of you, and it would give you warnings. The first warning, like it would buzz, and it reminds you of your food again, to pay attention to your food, not to just sit there and mindlessly take in calories while your brain is distracted with what's going on the screen. That's one of the major issues going on as far as like mindful eating and people eating too much. Really, they're not paying attention to the quantity of the food, and likewise they're not paying attention to the quality either. So I think as I pursue the mindful eating career, I like to bring an emphasis on the quality of the food, like to be mindful, like do I really want to eat this Twinkie? Like even as I'm eating it, like you can taste that it's not natural, or you can taste like how it's been designed to be pleasurable on the palate, whatever. So many different things, like, but it's all really interesting. And also if you're a meat eater, where did this meat come from? What animal had to give its life for this? I think that's important as well. It's not that I'm against eating meat, it's just I think it's important for us to know and understand the whole process of how we get our food. I think it's great. So anyway, I'm going to leave you all with that for today. Hope this was helpful for y'all, and hope to see you on the next one. Peace.